So you may be wondering how much money you can actually make from grid bots on the exchange. So I'm going to be putting them to the test because it's something that I have actually been asking myself recently. I did do a test about 2 years ago on the grid bots and made quite a good amount of money. The David Tech bots have been optimized to follow trends, and although they are fantastic and extremely profitable, I'm looking for more and more ways to diversify my portfolio. So in today's video, we're going to be looking to see whether we can make money with some grid bots. I'm going to put it to the test over the next couple of days and come back to you with all the results. If that sounds something good to you, don't forget to give the video a good old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I do videos every single week about earning money with bots in trading. Don't forget also the lucky wheel at the end of this video. I'm going to be spinning the wheel of fortune, and this number of lucky comments will earn a random amount of cash. So it's free cash, guys. Don't forget to post your favorite kind of trading bots down in the description below. Give me as much detail as possibly can, and hopefully I'll be able to code something out of your feedback. Right, let's get over to my screen, get into the meat and potatoes of this video, and hopefully earn some real dosh. Okay, on today's video, although I will be competing bots back to back from all of the exchanges, today we're going to be doing it directly on Bybit's website. What actually grid bots actually do is they put a higher limit and a lower limit, thresholds if you will, and then we're going to divide those two limits into multiple zones. When the price comes down into a zone, if you're using a longer bot, it will actually long the market in the futures market using a predefined amount of leverage. If you're using a short bot, as price comes up to the top of your range, we are going to actually be shorting at each and every one of those thresholds until you come down where we will close our trades. You can also create a market neutral grid bot where you're longing in the lower part and shorting at the top of the market, so you're earning whether the market goes up or down. Now, of course, if the market does break out and you're building up shorts, that is where the risk of having a grid bot is. Grid bots are extremely good in sideways moving markets, and as we've started to create some ranges in these zones up here like this, I've decided that it might be a good idea for me to start building a grid bot. I might be wrong, and maybe price will just explode out the top up here, but my grid bots will be on coins that I trust. But I do realize that these are going to be much more high maintenance bots than the ones that I'm actually trading daily. I'm going to have to come in, I'm going to have to change the grid, I'm going to have to make sure that I don't get too close to the liquidation line, and all those kind of things that I don't have to do with the David Tech bots. But I think it's worth a try, and hopefully it'll bring up some ideas where I'll be able to even code something with AI to make these grid bots actually work automatically and become low maintenance bots. Okay, let's get over to Bybit, where we're going to be setting up our first bot, and then over the next couple of days I'll come in every single day and give you an update on how my grid bots are actually working. I've created a sub account over here called AI Grid Master. I've actually even made it copy trader, so you can actually see the results live on Bybit. You'll be able to see transparently how they're actually performing. I also have some other accounts as well, which you'll be able to find down in the description. So if we go over to Bybit, you will land on the homepage like this. You can either scroll down where it says trading bots here, or you'll be able to find it in the tools up here under trading bots. Now, Bybit have had quite a few ideas in the past for bots, but unfortunately they still only have the futures grid. These have actually been coming soon for quite a long time, so we're going to continue with the futures grid. It's the one that's interesting to me anyway. We do have an AI bot here, which I'm going to choose one of the AI bots from the list here of good strategies to see whether the AI bot is as good as it looks. Right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to create an AI bot for Bitcoin. Now, personally, I'm looking for a long only bot just here, and I'm looking for my range to stay in this range here. I'm going to be on 10x leverage, so we're going to be looking for around the 90,000 to the 112,000 range. Bybit, when you click it, they come up with some ideas at 99,000 to 111, and with 24 grids. This is their AI strategy. I'm going to go over to manual and actually set it up myself. So the number of grids I'm going to set up as 12. The movement in this zone around here is around 16%. So we're going to put our lower at 91,000. and our higher at 112. We're going to use 12 grids, and I'm going to use 10x leverage. We're going to put $2,500 into this one, and I will set in a couple of other bots because we do have a $5,000 account, as you can see here. I'm going to create bots. I'm not going to use a trading stop loss. I'm going to keep an eye on these bots to make sure they're working. We're going to click on create bot, and we're going to confirm that that is exactly what we want. Perfect. So that is our first bot. We should actually see our first bot pop up here. We're already in 0.05% of a loss, but that's absolutely amazing. I'm very happy that we've got our first bot up. Next job is we're going to go up and set up an AI bot. We're going to go back to our trading bots here. We're going to click on futures, and we're going to set up 2 other bots here. We're going to set up one on Sol USDT. So I'm going to go here and we're going to choose Sol USDT. We're going to use a neutral market as the actual AI strategy has suggested we're going to be using neutral. We're going to leave the price range exactly as it is. It reckons we should have 25 grids, which is humongous, but that's what they've suggested we put in. Our minimum amount is $20. I'm going to put in $500 for this one here, and we're going to be using 10x leverage. I'm going to press create bot. And that is the second bot up and running. As you can see, it's initializing, getting ready to take its first trade. What's great about this is you can see how everything's working inside here. You can terminate, or you can actually see the details of all of the trades. You can put it on a chart just like this, so you can see the grids as they're actually being made and how they're actually moving around. It really is a very, very powerful tool. You can also see my entries here down the bottom from the futures grid. Really is fantastic how they've put this together and made it easy for us to see. Right, the next and last thing that I want to try is one of the AI backtested recommendations. We should go on maybe on this ETH strategy. Looks pretty good to me. Max drawdown is 10%. No, so not bad at all. We have 1,015% returns in, it doesn't say how many days. Let's go over, let's have a look. Let's put another $1,000 into this one here. That leaves us $1,000 to add to another strategy. Okay, we have 3 actually already set up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the $1,000 just in case I have to top up when anything gets a bit too close to a liquidation line or something like that. You never know, I did actually get close to a liquidation line in my previous backtest of this, and I had to transfer money across to actually stop it from getting liquidated. So there are obviously risks when you're actually grid trading. Looking forward to seeing the rest of the results. I will see you tomorrow where we'll go through the results of how many trades have been taken. I'm going to show you whether or not it's made any money in the first day. So I will see you there. Okay, here we are on day 2. I'm back looking at the bots. It's Sunday here. I've spent most of the day out and about and some coding in the morning, but I haven't actually gone back and had a look much at the bots at all. So let's have a look at our grid bots and how they're actually performing. Okay, here we are on Bybit's website, and as you can see, the bots are actually doing quite well. Our Ethereum bot is actually up 1.1%, and that's $10. We've had 2 profitable trades so far out of our 20 grids. Our Sol bot is up as well. We've had 3 profitable trades on that one, on our 25 grid bot, which we used as a neutral bot. We're going to look in to see which ones were shorts and which ones are long. And our long only bot, which we made manually, it's been up for a day and 4 hours so far. It's currently up 1.86%, around $40, which is absolutely amazing. But we are actually still in trades, and I don't believe we've actually closed any of those trades at all. So first of all, let's have a look at some of the data behind this. I'm going to click on details over here, and we're going to be able to see the details behind the actual bot itself. And if we click on these candles up here, we'll be able to see the actual grids and how the grids have been performing. I've actually just added this blue line here. This is where we actually got in. As you can see, since we started, I've just added this and how our actual entries have worked. As you can see, since 7 o'clock yesterday when we started around 24 hours ago, the price of Ethereum actually did go up slightly and has made a couple of entries on the grid, and then has moved its way back up, which is absolutely perfect, which I think actually means we've taken our first take profits. So if we go back, we can see up here now is 1.1%, and we've made $10 on Ethereum on our first day, which is great. First day, we're all in green. Solana is the same. If we look here, we had 3 profitable trades so far. We activated our bot around this candle just here. Sol made a huge pullback and then pushed back its way back up into our take profit areas here, where we are going to be actually shorting and longing the market. Now this is the AI grids, so they have been adapted to the current market conditions, which is absolutely perfect. Let's have a look at our most profitable one, which is our Bitcoin bot, which hasn't actually taken any profits yet. Let's click here. We're going to look into Bitcoin here, and as you can see on the 7th at 1800 hours, we've actually dipped into our first actual entries here, and Bitcoin is making a move up. So we'll be able to start selling that in profit, hopefully, if it continues. If it goes back down, we will just take more entries as we hit these green lines. So overall on the first day, we are in profit, which is absolutely amazing. We've made just under $60, which for a first day is absolutely incredible, and I'm extremely happy with that profit. Of course, as grid rots are actually ranging and we don't have a stop loss or anything, these are more risky strategies, so they're kind of things that I'm going to have to come back. Like I said yesterday, they are much more high maintenance. I guess the most important thing is to keep an eye on them. I will have alerts on my phone to make sure that I don't get liquidated. And without further ado, guys, I will see you tomorrow, where I'll give you another update on how these bots are going. Crossing fingers, off we go. Okay, here we are on the final day of our grid bot challenge. We've been running it for 4 days, so we're going to jump straight over to Bybit, and I'm going to go through how things are actually going. Okay, so we're on the Bybit page. As you can see, I am actually in profit. Let's open up the 3 bots and see how well they're actually doing. As you can see, our first bot, the Ethereum bot, where I allocated $1,000, is currently down around 11%, which is huge, but has had 8 profitable trades. Currently, the market is actually pumping, so using a neutral bot may have not been the best of ideas. This is one of the problems with these kinds of bots. They are high maintenance bots. We do have to keep an eye on the levels, and we have to understand whether a market is bullish or bearish before actually launching a bot. As with the David Tech bots, it actually detects market conditions and then takes trades according to the trend direction. No baiting up the bots, let's get back. As I said earlier, we have 8 closed trades, and we're currently in 11% loss on an open trade. If we go down to Sol, we're pretty much at break even after 8 closed trades in profit. We've actually pumped also on Sol, and as you can see, the market is pumping at the moment, so we're actually moving into the red grid above, meaning that we're currently in a loss of around $1. Now this is where grids come into their own. If you do understand the way that the market is going at the moment, you can actually build a long bot or a short bot, whether you're bearish or bullish. Obviously that is something hard to predict in advance, but if you're like me on this one on a long bot, this one is currently almost up $200 on an initial investment of $2,500. That means that it's currently up 7% and has only had 3 profitable trades. This is amazing. I'm very, very impressed with the return in such a small amount of time. So guys, as I said earlier, the idea behind this experiment was for me to be able to diversify my portfolios a little bit better. I'm going to be looking at adding more and more of these kinds of bots, as I do have a lot of trend following bots and would like to add some grids and DCAs in to see if I can actually increase the amount of profit. One thing that is missing from all of these kind of platforms is a back tester, so we can test on historical data to see how well grid bots actually worked, but maybe in the future I'll be able to build something with AI. If we go over to the other accounts like these ones here, which I've actually just started opening copy trading, so you can copy the trading on Bybit. You'll be able to find links down below. But as you can see, over 30 days, the equity curve on these are actually looking pretty good. And on 90 days as well, looking very, very good. The great thing about these is that they are fully back tested and forward tested. So I have full confidence in the trading strategies before actually putting them to trade. They are well diversified, but they don't trade a lot when markets are moving sideways. And that is why I'm trying to find some grid bots to increase my exposure through sideways moving markets. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm certainly going to continue this. I will give you monthly updates on how the grid bots are actually doing. Like I said, if you're interested in the David Tech copy bots, you'll be able to find them down in the description description as well. I also have a free school, and you can also get access to all of the David Tech bots absolutely for free on the David Tech website. All of those links will also be in the description below. Have a wonderful day. I will see you on Friday. Take care, keep safe, trade like a boss, and I will see you on Friday. Goodbye.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes.